Today, downtown advocates from business leaders to residents discussed how revitalizing the city starts with reshaping how people view it.
WLKY's Alexis Matthews explains more about the Power of Communication panel.
With a shared vision of breathing new life into downtown Louisville, residents and business leaders spoke on Thursday about negative perceptions of the city, possibly hindering that research.
It's an opportunity for us to really sell the true heartbeat of Louisville and not the horror stories that other people love to play on or share.
LMPD crime stats show less than 6% of crime in Louisville happens downtown, but advocates acknowledge the challenges that do exist and the action being taken.
There is an issue of what people might be uncomfortable or not used to with homeless or mentally ill people that they see, and I do think we're working with the city to try to address those issues.
Louisville Downtown Partnership says the city is making strides from an economic standpoint. There's over $1 billion in planned investments, new proposed downtown tenants like the Army Corps of Engineers, and incentives to attract more employers and residents. And Thursday's discussion spelled out to local communication experts about how to balance the messages of the downtown experience. They learned how their marketing strategies impact the overall tone of downtown and revitalization efforts.
And so when you hear some of that positive news coming out, I think that it's building momentum, and that's how we're sort of tracking what success looks like.
One effective part of communication is listening. And officials say the #1 amenity that downtown residents say they want here is a grocery store.
What a grocery concept could look like for downtown has to be very different because our buildings are different. We have a smaller population, and so the retail grocery business, it's a very hard one. And so whoever is looking at our downtown in that way, their business model has to fit that.
Amira Palacios, president of the Downtown Residents Association, says it's these collaborative conversations that will drive change and growth downtown and throughout Louisville.
Downtown is everybody's neighborhood.
Alexis Matthews, WLKY News.